Hey fishers, I kid you not. How bad's this smoke? Pretty ordinary, but not as bad as where the fires are, I can assure you of that. And yeah, they're not real good, they're a bit devastating. South coast, pretty ordinary. Up around the Tumut area, very ordinary. But we have got a little bit of good news. The old Murrumbidgee River's still cracking along nicely, very happy with that. It's run about 1.5 metres, just under. It's run about 20 degrees, absolutely perfect, clear. Lure fishermen, bait fishermen are doing exceptionally well. We're getting quite a few fish out of it. We did have a quieter session yesterday afternoon. There wasn't a lot of activity, but look, you can't have it every day, and it's starting to pick up again now. So, you know, barometric pressures obviously have a bit to do with it, and the river heights and all that sort of stuff. But it's good. Almond Creek looked pretty good. Drove over it yesterday. It looked pretty promising. I was happy with that. Getting some pretty good reports from Moala. It isn't too bad at all. Certainly worth a drive down there. Certainly worth a bit of fishing. No hassles with fires down that way at the moment. Hume Weir, bucket loads of little redfin. Absolutely stacks of them at the moment. Worms seem to be doing the job as far as numbers of small fish go. If you try and use a few yabbies and bob around the trees, you might get some decent sized fish. Getting a few on the troll. So that's the first time in a few years we've seen that happen. Absolutely happy with that, so it looks quite promising. Wangler Dam, I was talking to the boys up there, and they're getting a lot of yellowbelly. It's kind of been a bit on the slow side, but the yellows seem to be in huge numbers at the moment. Picking them up off the bank with bait, getting them casting, getting them trolling, doesn't seem to matter a great deal. Yabbies off the bank seem to be one of the best methods. Getting a few catfish off the bank as well up there, especially with worms and that, so looks pretty promising there as well. But like I say, if you're thinking of travelling somewhere, I don't think I would, to be honest with you. I'd stay around town, go and fish the river. Seriously, if you're thinking of heading down the coast, just postpone it. They don't want you down there bothering them at the moment. No matter where you go from Sydney down to the Victorian border, it isn't worth being there. Wait till everything's clear, find up, everything's like that, a bit of rain or something like that, then go down and spend a bit of money down there to get them back on their feet. But don't go and annoy them now. I know you've got holidays, but just give it a miss. Tumut area, same thing, don't worry about blowering for a little while. Burrinjuck is quite fishable and is good at the moment, but if you're going into Burrinjuck, just be totally aware it's only one way in, one way out. If you get a fire there, you won't be able to get out. Just keep that in mind. I'd ring the state rec park there, the Reflections State Recreation Park, I think they call it, and you know, they really know what they're doing there, so they'll put you on the right track. I think they're advising just take it easy, not a good idea, postpone it if you can, see what happens. But we have got a lot of fishing in the river around here, and it is absolutely spot on at the moment. Got plenty of bait, all that sort of stuff, no issues. This is Compleat Angler's Fish Report for this week. Catch you next week.